Out in Houghton, where reporter Chriselda Lewis is standing by with that update on the media briefing, of course, about Ahmad Kathrada's halted memorial service. Chriselda, good afternoon. What do you have for us right now?
Well, Alicia, it's quite an impromptu press conference that is called by the wife of the late struggle stalwart Ahmad Kathrada here at the Nelson Mandela Foundation. We're expecting Barbara Hogan to be quite scathing in her remarks, of course, following what you just said was the indefinite postponement of that memorial service that was expected to be held at the University of Johannesburg tomorrow. You saw during the course of the week that a press release was sent out by the presidency, and the Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa was scheduled to lead that memorial service. That has now been cancelled indefinitely, and we're expecting to hear in the next few moments what the wife of the late struggle stalwart will say. But you must remember there is quite no love lost between Barbara Hogan and President Jacob Zuma. You must remember that she was one of the ANC members who was very vocal about the axing of the finance minister Nhlanhla Nene. She condemned that in the strongest terms. So we're expecting her to have quite strong words here this afternoon with regard to the cancellation of that memorial service. We also saw the clergy also coming out strong to state that the cancellation of this memorial service is an insult to South Africans. The expectation, of course, was that that would be the one opportunity where you would have government officials, of course, leading that memorial service to honour the late struggle stalwart. Recall, of course, that President Jacob Zuma did not attend the funeral over the weekend at the behest of the family, and the Deputy President was expected to lead this memorial service. So it would be very interesting to hear what the wife of this late struggle stalwart will say, but we do understand that she's going to be quite scathing as a result of the postponement of this memorial service.
Chriselda, besides Ms. Hogan now, who else can we expect to be speaking at this media briefing?
Well, we've already seen as well one of the long-time friends of the late struggle stalwart, Lalu Chiba. You'd recall, of course, he gave a very, very fitting tribute to the late struggle stalwart at the funeral there, speaking about the life and times of Ahmad Kathrada and how he will miss his dear friend. We also saw one of the trustees as well of the Ahmad Kathrada Foundation, Maxi Sulu as well, who we also spoke to, you'd recall, just after the Ahmad Kathrada Foundation had announced that the condition of the now late struggle stalwart had worsened. So perhaps we might hear from some of them as well. But I think most of the media that is gathered here today, this impromptu press conference that has been called, really unexpected at this point by the wife of the late struggle stalwart. It'll be very interesting to hear what she will have to say. But there are some friends and family members who are here as well.
Chriselda, I know you cover your grounds pretty well. Do tell us, I mean, from the conversations that have been going on, I know we're still waiting to hear it from Ms. Hogan herself, but what are people saying could be the possible reason for the postponement of the memorial service for the late great?
Well, indeed, speaking to quite a number of people, and I think in particular in the political sphere, the sense is because of the developments overnight of the cabinet reshuffle, the presidency might have seen it fit to cancel that memorial service for the late struggle icon. And many have condemned it in terms of the number of people that we have spoken to, saying that perhaps it should have gone ahead despite the developments in South Africa at this time, because this absolutely, I guess, many have said would have had nothing to do with the decisions of President Jacob Zuma, but what this was scheduled to be was to be in remembrance of this late struggle stalwart, and the cancellation thereof, as I already indicated from the clergy, indicating that this is an insult to South Africans, where now you've got the cancellation indefinitely of this memorial service, and instead of honouring Ahmad Kathrada, it seems like the presidency has now decided to focus on other issues, including the massive reaction, of course, that we've seen come from the reshuffle overnight.
Thank you so much for that, Chriselda. We'll definitely touch base with you once that media briefing gets underway. Chriselda Lewis, live to us from the Nelson Mandela Foundation out in Houghton. Let's take a quick